scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a Scraptember challenge. This was actually yesterday's challenge, so I once again need to apologize about being late. But this one is either a theme about books or reading. And so what I decided to do was to take a picture of my most favorite series that I have read this year. My goal this year for reading was, or is still, to read at least 30 books, and I am on track right now. I am actually 2 books ahead of schedule. So I so far have read 24 books this year, which is quite impressive to me. So I thought this would be a fun subject to use for this challenge. Okay, so here you can see I was kind of just building layers around my photo, and I had a bunch of book cut files from the Cut to Use shop. I will leave all the links below so that you can find all of these cut files. I absolutely love the Cut to You shop. It's amazing and awesome, so make sure that you check out the links that I put below. Gwen is an awesome cut file designer. She comes out with like 10 to 20 new cut files every month too. It's a crazy absorbent amount and they're all amazing. I love them all. If I had more money, I would seriously buy all of them every month. Anyway, so you can also see that I brought in a pre-mix media'd background. This one is actually one that Hannah gave me. She let me go through some of her pre-made mixed media backgrounds, and I picked out, I think, 5 of them that I really liked, and this was one of them. So I thought it would be fun to use this background for this page. It's a very bright pink, which kind of doesn't really go with the layers, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I kind of like it because the layers are more of like an olivey green and like a brownish gray, and yeah, but I really did like the background, so that's what I'm going to go with. Now you can see I am using my Tombow Aqua Glue to glue down this cut file. It says just one more chapter, and this book series I believe I read in, I think, about a week and a half, which is insane because there's actually 5 books. You can only see 4 here because I bought these 4, and then the 5th one I actually bought on my Kindle. And so I don't have the 5th one, but there were 5 books and I read them in, I think, about 9 days actually. So not even a full week and a half. 9 days, which is insane for me because usually it takes me about 2 to 3 weeks to read one book. So this book series actually helped me jump ahead in my reading because I think at the point I started to read this book series, I was behind by 2 or 3 books. And so this series helped me catch up and then also get me ahead. So that's why I'm 2 books ahead so far. But I really loved this series. So it is called the Selection series, and it was seriously such a good read. If you haven't read this series, it is an old one. I think the first book came out in 2012, I want to say. I could be wrong. But the first one came out then, and then I think every year after that she released a new one, or maybe it was every 2 years after that or something. I don't remember, but I finally jumped on the bandwagon this year, and I absolutely loved this series. If you have read it, let me know if you loved it or not below. I would love to hear what you thought about the series. I am very much into reading young adult fiction. I don't know why, but I really do love it. Sometimes there will be ones that I'm just like, oh my gosh, really? But for the most part, I like a lot of young adult fiction. So now I am just using my gray Stettler Tripless fine liner to journal, and that just says I have been reading a lot more this year. It has been so much fun realizing how much I love and have missed this hobby. And then at the bottom in one of the book cut files, I write, the selection series has been my favorite to read. And now I'm trying to pick out an alpha to do the title with. I was going to just leave just one more chapter as the title, because with this book series, seriously, I would tell myself, okay, just one more chapter and then I have to go to bed. For like that whole week that I was reading this series, was so tired because I would stay up until like 10 or 11 o'clock reading every single night. And then waking up the next morning at, like 4 or 5 a.m. to go to work. So I thought that would be a good title. In the end, I'm actually going to make 2020 reading be my title, and I am just going to put it right above the photo layering. And then that is it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful scrappy day. I will see you again very soon. Bye!